So yeah, another day out here, another chance to improve the golf swing. Yes, shame we can't play golf, but at least the courses are drying out, so when this lockdown finishes they'll be in better condition than they were before. So what we're going to do today, I'm just going to hit some balls, go through warm-up, hit some balls, go through my drills, but I put out questions for Q&A last night in the community, so I'm literally just going to film this footage and then answer all the questions that we had yesterday. Okay, here we go. Alright, so since filming this, I've decided what I'm going to do is show, obviously, the drills, the swings, but also film some, or show some slow-mo footage as well, because I get asked that a lot, can I see slow-mo stuff? That unfortunately, I can't actually film down the line for obvious reasons, because I can't film through a fence. But we've got front on, we've got a few different angles, and also like a rear one as well, so don't get too freaked out by that. Right, let's get into these questions because I had quite a few. I've answered, I think probably half of them, but if I answered all of them, we'd literally be here till next year. So let's get started with Pascat. And it's a deep one to start with. Do you believe you have the game to compete and be a winner? Right, so obviously right now, no, nowhere near, but it's hard saying it like where the game's going to go, but I feel like I could get it into a place where I could at least compete. The main thing obviously is tracking that progress as well and showing you the progress and you learning from that. So do you have the game right now? No, but in the future, that's the plan. Right, Jack Oakes. Now, right, Jack, are you the guy that I met out in Spain on the Gecko Tour? Do you fancy a game at JCB Golf and Country Club when you're allowed out again? JCB Golf and Country Club is like a mad place in like Birmingham area, I think. And yes, mate, if you can sort that out, absolutely. Constant Matson, how many calories do you consume daily? So at the moment, I'm obviously keeping up with my training, obviously doing it differently. I'm consuming between 3,000 to 3,500 calories as I'm trying to gain some weight that I lost. And yeah, that is going to be possible, obviously being in a caloric surplus, so just eating more than your body like needs to like remain the same weight basically. And that coupled with the training I'm doing, I definitely feel like I could put on some muscle before I get back into my proper training. So yeah, that's how many I'm consuming at the moment. Trying to push it more towards like 3,500. Quintessential, prefer links or parkland? It's a tough question to actually answer, because sometimes like you're in the mood to like play a parkland, sometimes you're in the mood to play a links course, and the best of each are like great in their own right. But I mean, the best courses, or on my like favorite course I would want to play would be parklands. So I guess I'm gonna have to choose parkland, and as an English person or British person, I guess that is regarded as treason. Calamity. What is this flower? What is your best advice for junior golfers? Best advice, I'll keep it short and sweet. Find a good coach, like a renowned coach that's got students that have improved, not just a coach that like says he's good or that is like given a role, like maybe like a coach is given a role like of county junior coach or whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean they're good. That means they're like, you know, scratching the back of the right people in your area, to put it to not put it graphically. So get a coach that's actually done some really good stuff with students and just work. Tom Whiteley, Koenig versus Leon, who's winning? Ooh. Right, do you know what? It would be a close one, but I think the only way to actually settle this is to have this match happen as soon as lockdown's off, and I've spoke to both of them. They're really keen for this. I'm going to go out and film their match, make it an 18-hole vlog. I'm going to be out there with them, like commentating through it and stuff. So let me know, like, would you enjoy seeing that? Right, the next half an hour. Usually I would skip if someone asked like this amount of questions, but there's actually some really good ones in here, so I'm just going to get through these. Do you think you might benefit from some of the other iron offerings by Callaway? try and say that fast. So yes, definitely. Now, so I thought that my spinny ball flight and losing distance with irons was a result of the dynamic loft that I produced, the impact, and just like the launch conditions. And yeah, it was to a certain degree, but now I've changed my launch conditions. I'm still finding that I'm just losing a bit of, you know, I'm just not getting the desired flight that I want. And it's not that I want to, you know, club down and be able to hit a 9-iron like 170 yards, but I want a bit more of a consistent flight, and the ball's still spinning a bit too much. And I just think that my current setup is just not quite optimized enough. So the other day we were playing that course vlog with me, Flower and Konig, right, and we stood on one of the par threes and it was into wind. And when it's into wind, because I spin it quite a bit with those irons, I have to club down quite a bit, and I hit my 7-iron from like 150 yards, wind into, ends up 10 yards short, and hit Flower's 7-iron. Obviously they're slightly bulky, I think they're the Apex Pros. The ball flight was just going forward more, and the 7-iron went 15 yards further. Now I'll stress again, it's not that I want to hit my 7-iron further, it's just I want a bit more of a consistent forward ball flight that you can control more. So yes, I am changing that. Right, what other good questions from this guy? What about the 2020 Chrome Soft balls? I will be trying them again after lockdown. They'll be coming through. Right, last one we'll answer. What golf courses in America would you love to play? To be honest, like, I just want to get to America and play some golf. Like, I know there's so many good golf courses in America, and there's so many different like areas where there's amazing golf courses. I do have family in Raleigh, North Carolina, so that could be on the cards. Okay, sound great. So I'm going to answer part of this question about the who would you want to play? Current celebrity professional golfer. One from the past and one from the present. From the present, I think it's got to be Tiger Woods. Yeah, it's a cliche answer, but like, who wouldn't actually want to play with Tiger Woods? Imagine if that was actually possible. And one from the past, I think it'd be Ben Hogan, just to like witness the level of accuracy that he was capable of and what made him famous. So imagine that on the channel, Tiger Woods and Ben Hogan, me, go to Dawlish Warren Links and have a course vlog. William Plant, what is your best round in a comp? Best round in a comp in a professional event is 4 under at Woodbury, but next year we will be pushing that for sure. AJ Golf, how and how much you're going to be practicing during lockdown? Now, you may have seen the video yesterday that I did, so that is how I'm going to practice. I've got a practice net out there so I can work on the things I need to work on, and also do drills in the garden without a golf ball but with a golf club, going for the movement. So that's how. And I have also got a putting mat as well. I won't go into that yet because I know there's questions about my putting coming up in a bit. Jose Hernandez, how difficult was it transitioning from a long drive competitor to a now proper golfer? Proper indeed. Do you feel your swing has slowed down considerably? Yeah, let's look at stats at the moment. So my swing slowed down. Well, it was down to like 123-ish on average. From, I think I topped out like 138 was like what it got to. So it's obviously slowed down considerably. Now it's slowed down considerably more because I went to Spain for 6 weeks and didn't train and lost about 4 kilos, maybe 5 kilos, right? So it's probably down to like 117, 118, probably the slowest it's been in a long time. But the new program that I will be getting on as soon as this lockdown is over, that will get me back up to like mid 120s at least, maybe even higher than that. And that is with like an on-course golf swing, like swinging it properly. And you may say, oh, like power is like not important, you need to be focused on other things, but power is a massive advantage, and if you can like harness that, then you're going to be winning. Stephen McFarlane, will you see someone about your putting? Only thing holding you back? Yes, I am actually. Right, so there's this guy called David Ames who is a putting coach in the Midlands area, right? He's coached European Tour players and ladies tour players, and next year he wants to move on to be like a proper like touring coach, so on the European Tour, whatever. And he contacted me because he knows Ash Mason, and I was actually set to go up to see him to do some putting stuff in his studio. He's got like a Quintic system, which for those of you that don't know, it is the real deal, right? It reads what the putter does, and it also reads what the ball is doing, like a TrackMan, but better. And I was set to go up and see him for this putting lesson, and then we were going to go out on the Belfry, right, afterwards, and take it to the course, but unfortunately it's got postponed. But that is coming on the channel. Breaking 80. With everyone being stuck inside for the foreseeable, what are some things that you'll be doing in home to still work on your game? Thanks for content. Look forward to every day. I'm glad you look forward to the content, mate. Appreciated. Yeah, I feel like I kind of spoke about it out in the garden, doing the drills. What I also might do on this channel as well coming up is do a bit more like coaching stuff, which is, I think the channel's like taking a bit of a different direction. It's a bit more serious now. There's trying to obviously document this serious progression as a golfer, and also, you know, do some instructional stuff as well. Like I am PGA qualified. Now, like previously, I didn't take a massive interest in the action of the golf swing and how the body moves, etc. But I really have taken an interest in that now, and I've learned quite a lot. So, yeah. What was the question? Yeah, I don't know how. I need to digress. I digress. Yes, I digress. J Cuber. What was your longest drive? Love the vids. Longest drive in a long drive event was 402 yards when I got knocked out by Joe Miller, who beat me by 8 yards. Right, Eric Hanover, what drill did you find most useful to keep your butt back and rotate through the ball instead of flipping? Right, I got a really good one. You guys may have seen this before. I've probably spoke about it before, but this is the drill, I believe, to keep the butt back, or to actually move it backwards and to not flip. And Leon taught me this one out in Spain. So you set up as if you were going to swing a golf club. Maybe you have got a golf club in your hand, maybe you haven't. You get a chair and place it just behind where your glutes are, right? And what you want to do is take it to the top and into the downswing, into the transition. Feel like you're moving the chair backwards. So that's going to encourage the correct hip movement and stop that flipping. So get to the top. You shouldn't be touching it, and then like try and move it backwards. Duffy Duck, does flour get in your head when you're playing? You seem more focused playing with HK. Yes, he does. Like, you've probably noticed it, like the course vlogs with flour, they just turn into a bit of a, they just turn into like a savage, like we're ripping each other, and it just doesn't get serious. And they're like fun in their own way, like to do. Like it's good to every now and again to do those course vlogs where you just go out and you're just ripping each other to shreds. So it does get in your head and your game goes downhill because you can't really concentrate when you're just ripping the shit out of each other. So yeah, I guess it does. Chris S, what is the best drill you found, gym or course, to increase club head speed? I feel like the best drill to make the quickest improvement in club head speed is probably over speed training, and it really like wakes up your nervous system and gets you swinging it fast, like fairly quickly, to be fair. So just getting a lighter object than your golf club and swinging it faster than you would your normal, obviously you're able to swing this thing faster than your golf club because it's lighter, and that just like pretty much like wakes up your nervous system, and just gets you swinging it faster. But one thing I will say when you're doing this is warm up correctly. Like spend a bit of time doing mobility and get your body warm, and then just slowly work up, and then just do some all-out sets. Just don't go at that. Like don't just walk onto the driving range and start lashing it, because you'll probably pop your hip out of place. Okay, last question. Tom Gunning, I know the season has been stopped, but what were and will be your targets in competitions in the next year or so? So I guess the first target is to shoot under par in a competition. I feel like that's a good first target, and then moving into next year, just continue to improve, get my scoring average down, and then I don't know, we'll see. It's hard to say where it can go, but let's just say let's just try and win an event next year. I'll probably be playing West Region, which will mean I'll be playing a lot of like pro-ams in the West Region area. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a win on the West Region next year. But yeah, do you know what? I'm like quietly feeling confident, especially with these like recent swing changes. I feel like my swing is, I don't know, just like starting to transform and starting to feel it just feels like way more solid. As soon as, you know, this work really like dials in, and then I get my short game in place, just going to be a completely different golfer next year. So yeah, thanks for answering the questions, guys. Appreciate this. Is quite a long video. I hope you're still enjoying this content. Remember to leave it a like. because, you know, so yeah, that last video is actually done really well. What's it saying? 773 likes in a day. I don't usually get those, so thanks for that. How to sound less infused. Yeah, no, I do appreciate it though. As always, thanks for watching, and remember to like the video. Maybe I should just start doing that like thing at the start of every video, like every other YouTuber. Hi guys, James Wiltshire here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and yeah, no, I'd rather jump off a bridge. See you later.